Hi there, it's Jenny, and welcome to my 28 and 29 week bump date. Sorry I had to do these together, you guys, but as you heard in my last video, before I left for vacation, which was in week 28, things were super hectic because I only had 3 days in between when I stopped working and when we left for vacation, and there was so much to do. And then when I was on vacation, seriously, I completely forgot about the vlog. Like, I was just in such a zen, like, relaxation, I'm on vacation state that it didn't even cross my mind to get out my camera and record a bump date when I was out there. And then I got back and I was like, oh, I should have done that. So anyway, so I'm so sorry about that. But you know what? I was on a, what do they call it? A baby moon kind of thing. My husband and I weren't alone, but we were on vacation and I'm really pregnant. So I guess it's kind of like a baby moon. So I am okay with that. But anyway, I'm recording this right after I got back. And so I will tell you all about my 28 and 29 weeks, which were fantastic. So week 28, I was hectically trying to get ready for the vacation. We drove from our house in New Mexico, where we are stationed currently with my husband's job in the military, to his parents' cabin in Canada, Ontario, Canada. And so that is about a 24-hour drive. And so in preparation, you know, we have a Thule on top of our car. We've got to put that up. We've got to pack. We've got to make sure everything in the house is going to be taken care of while we're away. I have to get my dogs ready to go through customs into Canada, which requires all of their paperwork to be in order and all of their shots and you know, things like that to be done. And honestly, I've just been so busy working that I didn't have that much time to get anything done. So yeah, I was just really hectic, and you know, I got kind of tired in the middle of the day. I'd start out strong, I'd get a bunch done, and then I'd just be like, I need to sit down for a couple of hours, you know? So that was like kind of my constant struggle, but it all worked out, and then finally we were on the road. Now, we decided this vacation to invite a couple that we're really good friends with to come with us. And so we had to coordinate with them, and so we sort of tag teamed our drive up there between us in 2 cars. And so it was me and my husband and our 3 dogs and the baby and our 2 friends who went up there together. And then once we got to the cabin, which was a 3-day drive in total, we were picked up by my husband's mother, my mother-in-law, and so then she was there with us, and then my father-in-law also came up to join us. So it was like a nice big family, you know, fun time with our friends, and we just really enjoy being up there because this place is it's about 2.5 hours west of Toronto in Ontario, Canada. And it's just in the middle of nowhere, really. It's just surrounded by nature, and it's really just wild and free and beautiful. It's just naturally such a beautiful place. And it's on Georgian Bay, which is this huge body of water on the top of Lake Huron. So it's basically like being on a Great Lake. And so we boat, we sail, we canoe. We spend a lot of time up at the cabin just enjoying each other. We don't have technology, so there's no TVs and there's no internet. So you just really have to take advantage of enjoying the people that you're up there with, and just enjoying nature and just relaxing and finding some time to just completely unplug and zone out and just be with yourself, which is one of the reasons why I love going up there every single year. It's just a really great time for me and my husband both to spend quality time together with no distractions. And so that's always my favorite part about it. And it's just such a peaceful, calming, wonderful place. So we were there for, oh my gosh, how long? 7, 8 days? Something like that. And it was really nice to be with his family. And so my mother-in-law and my father-in-law had seen me once before since I got pregnant, but I was a bit smaller. I think I was only 5 months at the time. And so they both had a, great time hearing all about the baby. They both got to feel the baby kick. And that was just really nice to be able to spend that time with them. And, I just focused on relaxing when I was up there. We do a lot of activities too. We went out for a hike on an island nearby, which was fun. We take the dogs, they're loose and they just like go crazy nuts and they just run around the island being crazy, which is really fun for them. And we go out to these set of islands off, kind of a couple of miles away and just explore and have a picnic and all of these really fun outings. Which are great, and we cook out on the grill every night, and I spend a lot, try to spend some time in the day just taking a little bit of time to relax and read or crochet or do whatever I wanted to do, to spend just a little bit of downtime, enjoying looking out at the nature and the beauty around me, and it's just so good. It's just so good, you guys. I can't even explain to you how much I needed that after the hecticness of the last couple of months and working and just trying to wrap my head around having a baby. And so I felt like baby boy and I had some really good bonding time, which was really special to me, just to sit out on a rock looking over the water. And I don't know, I just had like some really nice, some good feels while I was out there. So that was wonderful. One of the things that my husband and my friends were doing while we were up there was they're into paintball. And so they got all serious about paintball. They got new supplies, new paintball guns, they got all of this, and they're in the military, so they have like, camo gear and all this stuff. So they decided to go find abandoned islands to play paintball on. And like a really serious paintball game, which they did several times during the trip, which was hilarious because I did go to watch, but I could not partake in the paintball. Obviously, not safe for me to be in that environment in case a paintball hit my belly or something like that. I did not want to risk that at all. So I would go and then take the boat out to a safe distance and then, observe, or stay someplace on the island where they were not going to be playing anywhere near. And then I wore headgear and pads in front of my belly just in case there was any stray paintballs, which there weren't. And so that was just really funny to watch, but I felt a little left out. I was like, ooh, Prego girl can't play with all the other kids. So, yeah, but I didn't mind too much. I was like, no, I won't be pregnant forever. Maybe next year I can go play some paintball. But they had a really fun time, so I was glad that they could do that. And yeah, so that was Canada. It was fantastic. After Canada, my parents, who live in New York, drove out to Buffalo to meet us, and then we exchanged, myself and my dog, one of my dogs, Birdie, and we left with my parents to go to my second vacation, which was my family reunion in Maine, and my husband and our friends returned to New Mexico. So I actually got 2 vacations after that. So after that I went to Maine, and I spent some time with my family and my extended family on my dad's side for this family reunion at my grandmother's house, who lives in Maine. And she is 98 years old and fantastic and amazing. She's just such a wonderful woman. So every time I get to see her, I just love it. And then I have a great family. I just had a wonderful time being with them. Maine is like my second home. It's my happy place. It's the place I love more than anything in the world. So every time I'm able to be up there, I just cherish it. We live right by the beach, and we get to just enjoy the beautiful setting and the culture of New England, which is just fantastic. If you've never been to New England and up to Maine itself, it's just a really special, wonderful place, both physically and culturally. And not to mention the food. Oh my God, if you love seafood, like, it's insane. All I want to do when I get there is eat, because the seafood is so good. So I get lobster rolls, and I ate an entire lobster dinner because that's what we do one night during the reunion. We all have a big lobster dinner. And I know you're supposed to kind of limit your intake of seafood, shellfish, and things like lobster. So it was kind of hard. I wanted to eat more than I did. But I did have a couple lobster rolls, which were really good. And I had some fried clams, which were really good. And I don't feel guilty about it at all. So there. Baby boy is doing great, and he apparently loves seafood too. So I don't feel bad. But it was wonderful to be up there with my family, and for my parents to actually see me at this point in my pregnancy, because I have not seen them since I got pregnant. And so it was just, you know, it was really nice for them. They're so super excited for me. They're so in love with this baby already. And so, you know, my mom got to feel him kick, you know, so many times. My dad got to feel him kick. My brother got to feel him kick. And just to be able to talk to them every day about how I was feeling and what was going on, and for them to see him moving, and it just made it so special. And now it just made it, you know, they're so much more excited, they're so much more invested, and all of that. So I was just so glad, and I felt so lucky that I was able to be there and to do this. So we just had a fantastic time, and I just cherished that experience and the ability to be out there with my family. We had 2 new babies in my family this year. 2 of my cousins just had babies. One had a little girl and one had a little boy. And so I got to spend some time with them, which is wonderful. Just to also spend some time with kids, babies, just preps your mind kind of to go from the sort of surreal, I'm pregnant and there's going to be a baby sometime soon state to, oh my gosh, in 2 months I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to have to deal with this because that's an actual live baby, and look at what it's doing. So that was just really cool. One of my new great nieces, I don't know what you call them, my cousin's kid, is 7 weeks old, and the little boy is 7 or 8 months old. So it's also very interesting to see the difference in development between those 2 stages, and the different type of challenges that, you know, they were dealing with as new parents at those 2 times in the baby's life. But gosh, they were just so precious and adorable and amazing. It was like, oh, I can't wait to have mine. It just made me want my baby so bad. Yeah, so anyway, that was wonderful. Some of my aunts and cousins got me gifts for the baby, which I was not expecting. So I came home, it was all clothes, but I was still so grateful and just like, oh, I can't believe I got, you know, presents from people that I just was so thankful for them. And I got these really cute outfits for them. And that was really nice too. So I'll have to do a haul video sometime soon so I can show you guys all the stuff that I got. And so that was my vacation, my 2 vacations. As for how I've been feeling, I've still been feeling great. I have lots of energy for the most part, which is weird because I'm not sleeping at night like at all. But I still feel for the most part pretty wonderful and upbeat and happy, and just looking forward to meeting my baby. The only physical complaints that I'm having right now, 2 things, which have been getting a little bit worse over the last couple weeks. I have back pain, which is in the weirdest, it's like one specific area right in the middle on the right side of my back, right here. And it is like constant and never ceasing. Just this ache and this muscle pain. and I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think it may be my bras. Slide agrees. And so, yeah, that's not been fun. It's probably my bras and my stance. I have a little bit of a hunched back, so I'm trying to improve that. But yeah, that hurt in the car quite a bit. It hurts at night. Every 20, 30 minutes I have to switch sides because my back will just start to hurt. And it hurts if I'm on my feet too long. So it's kind of like whatever I do, I can't escape it. So I'm working on that. And the other thing is, I have this patch of skin right here beneath my boobs that is killing me. Your uterus is growing up at this point, and it's stretching the skin right here more than it ever has before. And so I'm guessing it's just from the stretching, or I'm not sure exactly what, but it's about this big, and my skin feels like it's on fire, like almost all the time. I feel like I have a really bad sunburn there. It's so sensitive and raw. And so, like, wearing bras here with bra bands, not good. Not good at all. It hurts so much. So I'm trying different things to try and figure out how to help that feel better because it is so uncomfortable. Different lotions and oil and powder and different bras, and I don't even know. So those are my two only real complaints at the moment, besides the fact that I continue to have acid reflux at night, which is contributing to me not sleeping. But all in all, I can't really complain too much. I've had a wonderful pregnancy and I've continued to feel great, and I'm not really going to let it get me down. It's just a little bit of the stuff that comes along with being preggo. So anyway, this has probably been a pretty long video, so I'm going to wrap it up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching weeks 28 and 29. I'm not going to do a live bump shot in the beginning of this video. I'm going to put in a snapshot of me while I was on vacation during week 29 for you guys, so you can see me then. I'm actually a little bit past that. Don't tell anyone. So enjoy that, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week for week 30, which I actually filmed, which is this week. I actually filmed a couple days ago when I was still home in New York before I got back. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And so yeah, be well, mamas, be well, babies. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. I'd love to know if you guys had a baby moon while you were pregnant, where you went and what you did, because I think they are wonderful and I would suggest them to everyone. So that's it. Like, subscribe, and comment, and we will see you guys next week. Goodbye from Lucy and Mudslide and me and Baby Bear. See you guys next time. Bye. Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to week 27 of my pregnancy. So on this bump date, we are going to go over my last OBGYN appointment, my 3-hour glucose test, and some other fun things or interesting things that I've been doing this week. So in the beginning of the video, you probably noticed that I inserted a photograph instead of a live bump shot, and that is because I'm recording this a little bit after my 27th week, and so I didn't want to lie to you guys and show off my later bump, even though you can probably still see it a little bit under Elsa here.